online now are calling themselves consultants, this one and that one, consultant, this one and that one. But most of people online, especially Facebook, if you have been seeing a lot of adverts, are just selling courses online, are just selling courses online. If you are ready, let me know. Okay. Are just selling courses online. And none of the course, you will be thinking, they will say, if you want to do advert, do this one, click this link, this one. In the end of the day, you will find out that it is just course somebody just sell, just 60 minutes course. The person will just tell you, collect 52,000, collect 100,000, some of them even 500,000, because they are calling themselves digital marketing, all those things, just course for just 60 minutes. But here we are, we have our own Zoom meeting, we have amazing trainers in these world creators. And each time they are giving us this training, this knowledge, sometimes you don't even know how deep this person have gone to do their own research for them to give us knowledge. In all you do, get knowledge and understanding. How many of us have our own books? Look at my own, because when I am seeing this, I just see that, do you know that our business is just like an academy in itself? You have to have your own writing material. But you just see this thing as a course that you paid just nothing less than what? $500. You don't understand. Because we have been talking about this, and they will just sell course. But you are here, even for us to remind ourselves, our teammates, that the meeting have started. For you to log in, you are not paying for you to come into this cell meeting and for you to get the knowledge. But some people will see it, maybe taking it for granted for anything. But for those people that are shaking online, I know what I'm talking. You don't know, you just see sweet things and everything. Then the end of the day, they'll just sell you a course. But here, some of us here listening to me, you are not even with lighting material. After seeing this thing, I'm the one that asked myself question. I'm asking myself this question. Business that they give you the guarantee. Even with our own South Eastern Little that is coming, they tell you the ticket is how much. And you are looking for somebody to motivate you or to convince you for you to do something that you know, which you have to be doing. Okay? All right, okay, all right. So now, if you not have any lighting material, I'm telling you right now, if you starting from today, have your own hardcover notes, biro, even with the blue and red pen, because you have to be making it so as this is a academy, this is a millionaire academy with a guarantee course that you are making money after any training when you put it in action. Okay, so without wasting much time already, we are going to welcome our own person. Let me tell you, the person I'm going to call right now, you already know the person, but I'm telling you this. If don't worry, when she will start talking about so many things, you understand that this is not just you just bring one topic and start treating it or start training somebody about it. This is something that somebody takes so many time, dedicated time, study, and still come to give us to us today for us to understand the knowledge behind what we are doing. Okay, so go to the comment section with your own favorite emoji and welcome our own Amazon ambassador, okay, in the person of Mrs. Vopam Zion, okay? So let us welcome her, let us welcome her, let us welcome her, let us welcome her, our Oyibo in the midst. She's our own China in the midst, okay? So let's welcome her with our own favorite emoji. I'm not seeing your welcome emoji here. Welcome her, welcome her, welcome her. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Chima, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Say now our own China. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this introduction. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Hope we're all doing well. I'll try not to take our time today. I'll go straight to the point. First of all, I want to thank Ambassador for giving me this opportunity to also be a blessing to our team. Okay, so Please, can you make my other device, Zion, co-host as well? All my devices are named Zion. So let me quickly share my slide. Today, what I'm going to talk about, as always, I always say that it's not training that is our issue. So I'll just bear in mind the new people in our midst. I pray that I'll be able to speak to each and every one of us today. My goal is to just speak to something inside of us today. We hear these trainings every day, but I just want to speak to something inside of us today that will resonate with us. Okay. So if you can see me and hear me, please type one quickly. If your teammates are not in this meeting, please call them and get them in. You wish they are here. You wish they're here. Every time, every season in our business, there's a challenge that we're chasing or something. Sorry, it's threatening to rain. I hope my network is stable. Can you hear me and see me? Can I be heard? Okay, beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, beautiful. I pray this rain doesn't start until I'm done with my meeting. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you, each and every one of you, how skillful are you in your business? In church, sorry, my phone is echoing. A lot of people sing Abraham's blessings are mine. They want to have the wisdom of Solomon and all of that, but we're not willing to pay the price. So my question to you is, how skillful are you in this business that you want to earn millions from? Okay. How skillful are you? Just ask yourself, if you're asked, with the skills you have in this business, do you qualify to be a millionaire, or do you qualify to earn the kind of income that you pray to earn? I want you to know that the money you expect to earn, the success you expect to achieve, and the large business you hope to build is totally dependent on how skillful you are. In our business, I think one of the reasons we have this problem of people getting disappointed and quitting is because of the very high expectations with minimal amounts of sacrifice to be made. Okay, of course, because the business model of network marketing is, if you get a good system, like our own system, for instance, you're leveraging on other people's time and effort. So that sort of entitlement mentality makes us to be laid back, to be we're just relaxed. We don't put pressure on ourselves to be on top of our game, because we know that, oh, it's a system, it's not totally dependent on me. Okay, so but I want to let you know that your skill is what will make you stand out. Okay, of course, that goes to say that if you are not skillful, you will not make much money. I didn't say you will not make money at all. Of course, you will make money. There are people that have never done a presentation in their business. They just came, did a launch, and they have 100K, 50K, 100K, 200K in their account. I'm sure the leaders will know that because of your effort. Somebody just came, gave you list, or you helped the person to do a launch, and now the person has money in their account without any skill, without knowing how to talk to anybody and all of that. That's our business. But if you want to make meaningful success, if you want to make much money, if you want to build wealth, of course, you have to build the skills, right? If you are not skillful, you will not achieve long-term success. You may achieve short-term success, and this success self is even relative, because I don't know what success means to you. What success means to me, or what success means to a student right now, or somebody who is just starting life, may not be what success means to Ambassador Ronke. That alone is relative. But what I'm saying is, you may not achieve the kind of money that some of us call big money in this business. Okay, of course, if you are not skillful, you will not create long-term wealth. Wealth is also relative. I remember when my dad was with us, his definition of wealth was good health, was impact, was having money work for you, not being controlled by money. He had different definitions of wealth. Wealth in the word of God, wealth in studying, being able to read books, having a little bit of knowledge in every field. That's also a definition of wealth. But in our business, if you're not skillful, yes, and I don't know what your definition of wealth is, you may not be able to create long-term wealth. I don't know what wealth means to you. That is why our vision is to become the better versions of ourselves. Whatever that means to you is for you to become wealthy at it. Okay. I got this quote from Dr. Victor Abalsin. I don't know how many of us were in that training. It was at a retreat. He did a training and he said, when skills are not mastered, confidence, when skills are mastered, when skills are mastered, confidence is increased. Your effort, your anxiety, your prayer is reduced. I didn't say that you're not going to pray, but when sometimes you're fighting battles, your energy is channeled towards other things. Even when you pray, you're not praying for just money, you're praying for how to lead. You've grown to, when you have the skills, you've grown to a level. You're not praying for codes alone. You're not praying just to get people to join your meeting. Your prayer is channeled towards how to lead, how to make an impact, how your absence will be felt, or your presence will be felt, how to be seen, heard, and felt. When you have the skills, your prayers are different. The person who is believing God for a meal and the person who is believing God for maybe a car or a house, their prayer levels are different. And that reminds me of how Ambassador Mike gisted us of crossover night, that somebody was praying beside him and he just looked at this person. He just saw that her prayer point will not pass 1 million naira. So he thought to answer that prayer. That's a realm. He thought to be the answer to that prayer. And he asked the girl for her account number to give her that 1 million naira so that she can shift. Let the people who are praying heavy prayers pray. I mean, that tells you the levels to this thing, okay? So your goal is to build your skill so that you're not just, your prayer is, your energy is not channeled towards, oh no, just give me codes, just give me bread. In my last training, I talked about how some people, all they are looking for is bread. They're not looking for seed. You need to grow to the point that you're not just looking for bread. You have grown to the point that you're even giving people bread. Your goal now is to look for seed, to become a fountain and not a drain, to become a channel. God is looking for channels, not people that will just hoarders, people that are just thinking of, oh, myself, my family, my dog, my pets, and all of that. Okay, I want to show you, play this video. Just tell me what you see, what you have learned, what you see from this video. Can you see? Can you all see my screen? Let me see if the sound, let me adjust the sound. Oh no. Can you see the screen?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. The number in this cell meeting is not encouraging at all. So if your friends or family or your full self are not in this meeting, just do well to go and call them and tell them they are missing. Okay?
Oh, is it firm enough? Yes, it is. Oh! He had the hat off before it dropped, Gary. Unbelievable. Oh, is it firm enough? Yes, it is. Oh! He had the hat off before it dropped, Gary. Unbelievable.
Let me play it one last time. I mean, this video, I'll just play it one last time. Just type what you got from that video.
Oh, is it firm enough? Yes, it is. Oh! He had the hat off before it dropped, Gary. Unbelievable.
What did you see there, please? Oh no, I mistakenly ended my. What did we see? Certainty. Oh my goodness. That's the level of skill. Did you see what happened? He played the ball. He was sure that it was going to enter the hole. Oh my goodness. He walked away while was already collecting congratulations. Yes, he was sure that the ball was going to enter. Certainty of skills. That's mastery. I call it mastery. When you become competent enough. Confidence, dexterity. I like that. Even the opponent knew it was over. He had confidence in his skills. I'm reading your comments, so just tell me what you learned from that. Okay, I'm echoing, sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. So let me just log in with I don't know how to, my other phone, I don't know. I've been trying to reduce the volume. So let me
Just go
just
to
use my other.
settings, go to the settings and click on disconnect audio.
Okay.
Just click on more. When you click on more, you see disconnect audio at the bottom in red. Click on it to disconnect the audio from there.
Okay.
If you're
Thank
not
you,
using
boss.
it.
So he was so confident. This is after, can you imagine how many times he practiced this particular shot? He must have practiced it so many times, so well that he already knew it was predictable. You know, they say success is predictable as much as failure is. Let me play this video one more time.
Oh, is it firm enough? Yes, it is. Oh! He had the hat off before it dropped, Gary. Unbelievable.
Did you hear the commentators? Even the commentators were talking about it. This is sheer skill. Okay? Sheer skill. In this business, there are 3 sets of people. They are the posers, they are the amateurs, and the professionals. I'm just going to describe the characteristics of these 3 sets of people, and you put yourself where you belong. When I'm done, you will tell me which one you are. Okay? So, the posers, they never set out to develop the necessary skills. They hope Anytime, everywhere I see hope, I just hear Ambassador Ronke's voice saying, hope is not a business strategy. They hope to be successful, but just talking about contacts and all of that, they never do anything. They're the kind of people like all the I go do am kind of people. I go do am. Do this now. I go do am. Don't worry, I go do am. I have somebody in my team like that every time you call him, he has one excuse. He never runs out of excuses. You never get him. He's like, it's the Hausa word. I don't know how to say it now. He's like smoke. You can't catch him. There are people like that. They procrastinate and talk more than they act. Oh, why don't we do this? We're going to do this and that, Talkers, but no action. Okay? Those are posers. You know them. Even in secondary school, in fact, high school, there were people that that we used to call them in house leprosy. They have sweet mouths. They have steez. I don't know what Gen Z's call it now, but they have steez, but they don't have any action. Okay? Then the amateurs, they charge out there with excitement. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of light in them. They're excited, but they have no skill. They have little or no skill. And they begin prospecting without the skills. So when they do it without the skills, they don't get the kind of results they want, and then they become discouraged. They become anxious. Yesterday, when Dr. Joel was it Dr. Joel who anchored cell meeting yesterday? They cell anchor for yesterday talked about how when he started the business, he invited 100 and something people and nobody showed up. It wasn't funny to me. Of course, it was in a way, but it just meant that imagine inviting 100 and something people for a meeting. Okay, Mr. Basil, he invited 100 and something people for his meeting and nobody showed up. What do you expect? He just joined the business. He didn't have any idea of the system, the structure. He didn't know maybe he didn't attend QSG even. He didn't read your first year network marketing. He just went like that to start inviting people. What do you expect? But thank God that didn't discourage him to quit. So he did it without the skill. But what about today if you compare him to today? Okay? So they're like scatterbomb. They just want to try out this. They're not guided. They haven't really understood the system. Okay? And then of course they blame others for everything and anything else for their lack of results, but they don't blame their lack of skills. So they blame everything else and anything else for their lack of results. They don't blame it on their lack of skills. Okay? And then, of course, the professionals, they have a long-term commitment to learning. They're building, they're sharpening their skills. They're being valuable. They tell themselves that they're going to be valuable to their team. They're going to be valuable to City1FG. They're going to be valuable to their business. They're entrepreneurs. They have the entrepreneurial mindset. They build that entrepreneurial bone. There are people that don't have it at all. They're not even thinking about it. Okay? They take responsibility for their success or failure. If something happens and it doesn't go well, they don't blame their leader. They don't blame this person or that person. When I started this business, do you know, I had so many reasons to quit this business, to be honest. I had so many reasons to quit. But I just told myself that anytime I see Ambassador Ronke, I see the other leaders, I say they don't have two heads now. There's something that they have, the shock absorbers. There's something that they are doing that I'm not doing. Like I said, I had so many reasons to quit, but I just told myself that I'm going to fight for it. And that professionalism, I'm going to build it. Build the skill. I know that there's no business that thrives without building skill. Go and ask Dangote, go and ask the kiosk owner. beside your house. Ask them why they're doing the same business, but they have different results. Okay, there's a reason why. Maybe that other person is even old, has been doing business for over 10 years, but has not gotten the results Dangote got when he was in his 10th year in business. Okay, let me not enter that bush, but let me just compare the two. I'll just compare the two, the amateur and the professional. The amateur has limited or less training. They're not, training is not their priority. They can't be bothered. Let's just go. Shebi, you said we don't need to do this now. They told us that we don't need to, you just come once we make payment, that's it. What is that? Professionals, they train to earn huge. Look at Tiger Woods. Do you know the person whose video I just played? When, if in fact his name can be a synonym for golf. I don't know anybody else who has replaced him. I hear that is he his son or daughter now that is making waves. But if you think of Tiger Woods or you think of golf, it is Tiger Woods that comes to your mind. If you think of Formula One, who comes to your mind? Lewis Hamilton. If you think of basketball, of course there are a couple of them, but who comes to your mind? Can you hear me and see me? I can't see any response. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So if you think of basketball, who comes to your mind? If you think of long tennis, who comes to your mind? Serena Williams, all those people, right? You professionals train more to earn more, to build their skills, develop their skills, right? Amateurs, of course, no time. They don't have time for work. They do it whenever. They don't have a particular time that, okay, this is my personal development time, this is my booking time, they don't have it. Is just they're just like a scatter bomb. They do things as what they call spur of the moment, as they feel. Okay, when I feel like, I will do it when I feel like. Professionals are time bound for work. They set their goals. In fact, Ambassador Didi talked about planning your day ahead. Planning your day ahead, you already know that, okay, this is what your day is going to look like. You envision it, you picture it, you speak to it. They're actively involved in how their day turns out. Not, things happening by happenstance or by mistake. Okay? They have daily activities. Professionals don't depend on, they have daily activities. Amateurs don't have daily activities. They're inconsistent. Yesterday, the trainer talked about consistency, persistence, and consistency, the difference between those two, right? No daily activities, but for professionals, they have daily and consistent activities. They know that, daily, 5 people must see my business. A particular number of people must be called from my team. A particular number of people, I must follow up on 5 people. They have daily consistent activities. Okay. And then, of course, amateurs, they increase their anxiety. They are mostly emotional. They act mostly based on emotions. They easily get hurt. Anything and anyone can just hurt them. They make comparisons with other people's success. This person, me and this person invited, we did our lunch. This person had more sign-ups. Me, I didn't have any sign-up. That means it's not working for me. They're not looking at their skills, what they could have done better. Okay? But professionals, they're not emotionally attached. and they have accountability systems in place. Even when they make comparison, it is healthy comparison so that they'll see, okay, I remember then when I started, I'll go to Biola. In fact, even when I came to Kaduna, I'll go to Engineer Ugo, I'll go to Raymond, I'll go to all of them. What is it that you're doing? Once they have once they have a result that I don't have, or they've done something that I probably couldn't do well, I go to them to ask them. It is healthy challenge. Sometimes we'll tell ourselves this is our target for weekend events and all of that. It is healthy, you know. Amateurs expect more by prayer. Oh, they are constantly on Jerry Eze, they are on Commanding the Day, Dr. Paul Eneche, they are on what's this other one? There's so many of them these days. Femi Lazarus, different ones. I don't have a problem. I particularly go on I'm on some of these prayer altars. But you see the difference. Amateurs replace their activity with prayer. Meanwhile, professionals expect more by confidence, skills, and prayer. They don't replace one for the other. They create a balance for all. Okay? Of course, amateurs focus mostly on luck. Oh, I hope I get lucky this weekend. We're going to, you know that there's going to be an event. From Monday to Friday, you are not inviting. You're just hoping to get lucky at the weekend that, oh, somebody will miraculously just come. And because I prayed now, I fasted now, I did this. Somebody will just miraculously come and buy a hydrogen bottle. You didn't share the tools. You didn't ask anybody. You didn't call anybody to talk to them about the bottle or even about our opportunity. You just are hoping and expecting that somebody will come. If they say make this phone call, they project their fear. What if? They say call your family members. What if they reject me? What if? That's all they magnify. Professionals are focused on taking risks and they invest in the business. See, I know that when I call, there are particular people that when I call, I know that it's a risk I'm taking. Somebody said they can't hear me. Can I be heard? Can I be heard, please?
Yes, loud and clear.
Sorry?
Yes.
I can be heard, right? Okay, so maybe the person should check their network. So they're focused on taking risks. I know that, yes, there are particular people that I call, I know that they may not even answer me. They will tell me, they'll ask me why I'm doing this business. But I will risk at least showing them the hydrogen bottle. I know it's a risk. They're deliberately taking risk. Every day, you think we don't know what we're doing, that we pick our calls. We say, okay, even this training that I'm doing is a risk that I'm taking. Every day we take risks, okay? And they invest in their business. They're willing to listen to what the leaders say. They ask you, okay, go and upgrade your account, go and do this, go and launch out your business. They are ready to take that risk, no matter what the outcome is. Okay, they're ready to invest back in their business. Buy questionnaire, go and do questionnaire. Okay, you have launched out. Your family and friends don't like you. They don't trust you. You have scammed them before. You have done so many things that they have put you in one place that they don't even want to pay attention to your business. Okay, go and do questionnaire. They are not willing. Okay, I've done launch. Nobody has signed up. I've done this. Nobody has signed up. Why should I now buy questionnaire and go and do questionnaire? That's their mindset for amateurs. But for professionals, they say, okay, I've done this. It hasn't worked out. I will take the risk and try this out. Do you know how many times I did Facebook ad in my lifetime in this business? Like, but every time a challenge comes, I try it out again. You know how many times I've done questionnaire? I will speak English. I will look nice. I will put on my perfume. I'll do the way I will gist with some of them. I've seen a sign up, but they reject me. But I still, in fact, I just paid for 1,000 questionnaires. You see, they are willing to invest in their business. Amateurs have limited growth mindset. Their growth is limited. They're not learning anything. That is why I tell my, see, if anybody that doesn't attend sell meetings, trainings, and all of that, there's a place I put the person. Yes, when you come around, fine. But there's a level, there's a kind of support that, imagine I have somebody that comes in with hydrogen bottle and I'm looking for who to support. Is it somebody that doesn't attend cell meeting and go and put there? What are you going to do with the person? Do you get? Even those of us that get support from our leaders, there's a reason why we get those supports. It's because, I mean, they see your sacrifice. I know that one of the reasons why that one is not, we didn't have this discussion, but I know deep down that one of the reasons why Ambassador invested so much in me is because she saw my hunger, she saw my determination against all odds. She saw the fighter in me. Were there times that I was discouraged? Yes. But, you know, I will still fight back. So we're investing in learning, constant growth, consistent growth and learning for the professionals. Of course, amateurs focus on themselves, their self-esteem. Ambassador Mike told us about how if you have pride, if you're not willing to bend, you can't make it in this business. And truly, in this business, I've seen, I like what Dr. Basil was saying yesterday. I have discovered it is a discovery. This our business is a discovery. I have discovered that truly, if you want to succeed in this business, you have to swallow your pride. There's some, excuse my language, shit that you take from people that you know are unqualified to give you that shit, but you will take it. Why? For the sake of your business, for the sake of your team, for the sake of who you're trying to help. Somebody came to my office the other day, to the office, to a new teammate brought her, small girl with all those, I hear she has a sugar daddy that is spoiling her. She was so arrogant. When she came, they even had to clean the chair for her before she sat down. She was speaking English. I was talking to her, she was pressing phone. This girl is not even up to, I don't think she's up to 30 years. I was just thinking of myself when I was her age. Over a decade ago, I said, God, now this business, you see, amateurs focus on themselves, but professionals focus more on duplication. My goal was just to help my new teammate that brought her. I could see how she was hoping that this girl will make payment. She was hoping that she will catch it. I could see it in her face, you know, but I just told myself that I will swallow whatever it is and just do my job. I will just swallow my pride. I will just educate her. At a point, because in fact, I had to ask the Holy Spirit to guide me, to help me. And then I began to feel pity for her. You see, professionals are focused more on duplication. I'm also speaking to myself. I had to grow to this level. When I came to this business, to be honest, I wasn't looking for all these things. To be honest, I'm just being honest with you. I just wanted extra income, just something that will give me extra 50K, 100K, so that I can buy my bags, my glasses, and my watches, you know, maybe, and perfumes, you know, or just, you know, I wasn't really. But then when the goalpost changes, when you shift from being an amateur to a professional, your goalpost, your dreams, everything will change. Okay? Amateurs are always producing excuses, while professionals are always finding solutions. Okay? They're always finding solutions. They're always finding results. People that are wealthy are solution providers. Look at King Solomon. If you want to become wealthy like King Solomon, what did Solomon do? Okay, he was always preferring solutions. Look at Joseph. He became a king because he was preferring solutions. I posted something on my this thing yesterday saying that when a clown goes to the palace, it doesn't automatically make him a king. It is a mindset, okay? Of course, amateurs have no regard for system, structure, or goals. They are not willing to be teachable. They're not willing to be led. They are not sons. They are what does Boss Mike call them? They are hirelings. They are not sons. They are helps. They just come and go. They always come and go. They are not. They don't have anything at stake. But you see, professionals focus on the system structure and they are guided by their goals. The challenges that we're currently on what challenge now? We're currently on what challenge now? We just finished, what's it called? Even if they don't hit their goal, they don't sit down and just give up without fighting. They fight for it, they give it a shot, they make an attempt at least. There are people who don't bother to make any attempt. Those are amateurs. Okay, of course, point to note, the main difference between an amateur and a professional is what they know. That is no wonder the Holy Book says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And in all thy get knowledge and understanding, get wisdom. It is wisdom for you to build your skills. It is wisdom for you to know and understand this system. It is wise for you to make yourself valuable. People go to places that they get value. Somebody said last slide. I'm looking at my time. Quickly screenshot. Quickly screenshot. Okay. Are we done? Now, people go to where they find value. When you look at people like Bishop Oyedepo, Daddy Gio, and recently Apostle Selman, Pastor Jerry, all those people, it's because they give value. There's a solution they are preferring. Do you get? It won't just happen to you by mistake. No one is designed to be successful or to fail. There is nobody that is designed to be a success or a failure. We are the ones that define it. That is why even the God who created you said, he has put before you life and death. Choose life that you may live. Choose. It's the one thing he has given us above animals is that free will. So it's really up to you to decide whether you're going to be a success or a failure. I don't believe I can fail at anything. To be honest, I don't believe I can fail at anything. Anything I set out to do, I must prosper. I will prosper because that is what the word says. That is my reality. This is what I build myself. There's nothing that, see, if I probably would have walked away from this business if I didn't decide that I was going to succeed at it. It was my decision. So today, even if you have done 1 million launches, or even if you have done 1 million surveys, even it is your decision to decide whether you're going to succeed or fail. And you know what? Our business will test you. Sometimes it will stretch you first before your results will come. There's nobody that is immune from this stretching. Even if you decide to go and sell palm oil or you decide to go and sell pure water, people drink water every day. That business too will stretch you. But if you want to build wealth, sustainable wealth, the universe will test you. Okay? The reason you are not getting your desired result is not always because of lack of activities. Oh. There's always activities. Oh no, there's always activities. There's always activities. But because of your level of skills, if a skillful person, there's a training Engineer Lad did about your level of skills. I think Ambassador Lola did that training too. Your level of skills. If you are not skillful, if you call 100 people compared to somebody who has the skill and they call just 20 people, the person who called 20 people and the person who called 100 people, who is going to get more results? The skilled person and the unskilled people, they did lesser numbers. The skilled one did lesser number, but the unskilled one did more numbers. Please, who will get more results? Can you guys hear me? Who will get more results? Of course, the person who is skilled will get more results, even though, I mean, I booked 20 people. I am skilled. There's something I tell them that makes them hungry to come and see the opportunity, as opposed to somebody who is just doing papa. This call is, they're making the call and they're shaking their voices. They're sounding almost beggarly on the call. Of course. That is why sometimes when we tell you to come and make the calls yourself, come and do this and that yourself, it's not just because we just want to give you work to do or want to be, it's because we want you to also develop the skills. I remember the first time Barrister Peter told me to go and make calls, he took me to Suite 8 then Biola, everybody was making calls, they were doing, you know how call center is, they'll drop call, like that. I said, what, me, do this? No, that fear of, Then over time, as I was attending training, cell meetings and all of that, I just told myself, what's in it? What is it that they're doing that I can't do? Let me just give it a shot. I tried it once. Of course, I sucked at it. Then tried again and again and again. Now I even create scripts for my teammates. You have to grow in it. In our business, you don't blow, you grow. In our business, you don't blow, you grow. In our business, you don't blow, you grow. So you have to grow through the skills, okay? Skills enables you to do positive, simple activities to get your desired results. That's just it. Simple things that you do consistently, persistently, diligently. The Holy Book says, "Seest a man diligent in his ways, he will stand before kings." There's something Apostle Selman always says, that if what you're doing, if you're not serving kings yet, then you must grow. But if where you are at, you are the celebrity, you are the boss, then you have outgrown that level. You need to always set goals for yourself higher than where you are. Okay? Now, people quit because they have no knowledge. This is a form of perishing. In your introduction to your first year in network marketing, he said it's either you perish or you persevere or you perish. The reason why people don't persevere and they perish is because they are not willing to seek the knowledge. The Bible says that it is God's desire to hide these informations for kings to find it, to look for it. It is a kingly behavior. It is royal behavior for you to seek information, knowledge, to build yourself, to develop yourself. It is a royal behavior. That is why when I see people that don't do it, I just know where they are. They are not royal. You need to have a royal mindset. Okay, and of course, I would rather, this quote, we quote it a lot. Ambassador even quoted it, I think, on Monday. Or was it upper week Monday, last week Monday? I would rather spend so much time sharpening my skills than spending so much time doing so much activities. You're just doing so much activities, but you're not sharpening your skills. I would rather you sharpen your skills before you start the activity. Do you know what Tiger Woods did before he got to that point that he will play, what do they do, please, when they play the ball? He took his shot. He took the shot and walked away. He was certain that he will make the hole. He was certain, with all certainty, he must have done it over. He sharpened his skills. He sharpened his sword. He sharpened his diction. He did the activities he was supposed to do. He did the personal development he was supposed to do. Right? And then, of course, your levels of skills. I'll just breeze through this. If you're a low class level, hey, God, help me not to be a low class level. This is my prayer every day. I don't want to be a low class level. I don't want to be a low class level. You have 0 to 39% results. If you're a mid class level, maybe in our business, this is just in network marketing, in our business, this diamond project, because of our system structure and support. This may not happen for you in other fields. So if you quit and you go somewhere and you think that with this low class level skill you thrive, sorry to burst your bubble, but then if you are a pro class level, your goal is to grow to a pro class level. Okay, if you are a leader and your skill is in low class, you have signed up people, we consider you to start preparing to be a leader once you have 2 teammates you have activated and you're helping them to do the same thing that you did. If you are a leader and your skill is in low class level, the growth of your team will be limited. And sometimes I don't even blame my leader all the time for some things that happen, or I don't blame people. I don't blame the system. I just blame myself. Dr. Abraham always used to tell me that if your team is not growing, don't blame it on the remove yourself from the equation. Focus on the system. The system, there's a system. You are not the system. You are not the system. Your goal is to build yourself to understand the system so that you can duplicate, so that you can help these people with the system to also follow through the system. You are not duplicable, but the system is duplicable. So your goal is to build yourself to understand the system so that you can teach and help other people to duplicate. Okay? You can't give what you don't have. So your goal is to build to have, okay? of course, the skills to develop for success, you already know that: prospecting, inviting, presentation. See, I just told myself that I'm going to be a prospecting machine. There's no way, there's no day I step out of my house that I don't add one contact to my, no. In fact, I have so many of them that I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Yesterday, I gave somebody my phone to help me send link to some people. And he said, "What, you have 6,000 contacts?" I didn't know. So I was now asking him, how can I extract it and just start talking to them one by one? Because I have collected so many contacts that some of them, I don't even remember them. That's a beautiful problem to have. There are people that tell me that I don't have contacts. I only have 20. I don't even have. Why? You're an adult. You're a business person. You don't have contacts. There's no man that can survive as an island. Okay? So these are the skills to build. We already know the 7 skills. If you don't know the 7 skills, then you're on 0. What skill level? You're on a low skill level if you don't know what to do. The 7 skills in our business. Of course, wisdom nuggets. I was listening, doing my personal development, and these were the things that came to my mind. Transformation does not come without sacrifice. If you want to build wealth, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your sleep. You have to sacrifice your data. You have to sacrifice some relationships. You have to sacrifice some events, as in events like parties, hangouts, weddings, unnecessary, and replace them with events in our business. Okay? You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your money. You have to sacrifice your time to learn. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your old self for a new one and a better version of yourself. If I look at myself like 5 years ago and myself now, there's some things I even laugh at. There's some things that I'm just wondering, what was I thinking when I did those things? You know, some of you can relate. Success is about steady, deliberate actions in the right direction without fail. You know, when you read some things, all these cell meetings that we're doing is just theory. It is after cell meeting that you will know whether you are really attended cell meeting or not, when it is time for you to do the practical. Okay? Your income cannot outgrow your knowledge and value. No, your income cannot. There's something Apostle Selman says that always strikes me. Most of the prayer points that you have are growth dependent. You have to grow to a particular level to attract those things. Okay? Of course, personal development is sacrosanct. That is why personal development is sacrosanct. And you cannot build sustainable wealth in isolation. If you look at Solomon's life, do you know Queen of Sheba went to Solomon for business partnership? Do you know? King Solomon, as rich as he was, he still had other people that he merged with. He built systems. He partnered with people to sustain his wealth, as wealthy as he was. You see, there are great kings in the Bible that made favorable partnerships. You have a system here that, I mean, you have people that you're in partnership with. What is it? You know, you cannot build a sustainable business or wealth in isolation. You think Dangote is running alone? He has a lot of, because Charis, if he tells you, I listened to his interview, he talks, if you see the way he behaves with, some of his staff have even replaced his children. He cannot take decisions without those staff because they have been with him for years. And he's building the same wealth, he's building the same system for their families. Why? He understands. There's no businessman that doesn't understand this. So don't take this for granted. Okay? Of course, how do you develop these skills? Obsession. Just be obsessed about your business. Read the books, go pro, go professional, listen to teachings on them, watch videos, attend trainings where they're taught, practice. Whatever you learn, practice. Whatever you learn, practice. Just go pro. And I usually tell people, see, even Ambassador says it, if what you know is not what you do, then you don't know anything. What you don't practice with consistency makes you rusty. And I'll tell you, when I lost my dad For like 3 months, I wasn't myself. I didn't understand myself. I couldn't, even when I pick my phone to do activities, I was weak. I didn't even know I was slipping into depression because I wasn't really actively involved in business anymore. Do you know, when after that phase, when I decided to present, I stuttered a lot. I just saw that I was becoming rusty. Thank God that I didn't even give up. See, if after you have learned so much in this business and you decide to quit, or you decide that, oh, you're going to take a break, you will get rusty. And eventually, what you have learned will leave you. That's the truth. That's why they say practice makes perfect. Even the Holy Book says faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing by the word. Okay, you need to keep hearing. That is why we have these cell meetings every day. You need to keep hearing, because the enemy is looking for whom to devour. He's always, if he goes and sees you empty, if he sees you idle, if he sees that nothing is entering you, he will put what he wants you to hear. His own negativity, he will put it for you. If you're not doing the positivity deliberately, when he comes and sees that you're idle, you're not that, that's why the Bible says that an idle man is the devil's workshop. If you are not doing these things, of course, he will replace it. If you miss cell meeting for a few days, you know what happens to you? You will now start hearing that I went through a lot. You went through a lot because the devil was perambulating, looking for whom to devour. And he saw that you were not in cell meeting. So he decided to send you people that will tell you what you shouldn't hear. And you got discouraged, or they said something to you that you meditated upon, and it started becoming your reality. Negativity. Okay? So always, always practice. Leonardo da Vinci, if you have read his books, you know that this guy is a madman. He's a crazy person. He says, I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Good. Knowing is not enough, but we must apply. And even being willing is not enough. We must do. There's a place in the Holy Books that says, the Bible that says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Some of us, we are willing to do these activities, but our flesh, let me just sleep for 1 hour. This morning, I wanted to sleep because I slept very late. I wanted to sleep. But of course, I have to beat my flesh. Paul says, I subject my flesh. You must not just be willing, you must be doing. You must not just be impressed by just collecting knowledge alone. Practice it. Put it to practice. Okay? And of course, keynotes, you cannot outperform your belief system as a roundup. Millionaires don't just work hard, they work smart. How do you work smart? When you learn, you practice, you learn, you practice, and then of course, take advantage of your system. There's something called hard work and smart work. One, listen to Ambassador Mike's training on, I think, is it workforce, or I can't remember, but he defined working smart and working hard. Okay, in our business, you must learn to work smart. Okay, of course, money flows to speed. If you don't do these things urgently, you must. Ambassador did a training on Monday. Oh my God, that thing has been tattooed in my skull about the time, recovering the time, or redeeming the time, right? You must see, our business loves speed. Our business success loves speed. So you don't procrastinate. Some people will tell me that this launch, can we not do it upper week? Can we not do? You don't understand. We're running Project Activate. You're supposed to weekly sign up 2 people at least. You don't understand. We haven't got this much time to be saying end of month in 2 weeks. No. If you give them clarity so that they understand, money flows to speed, clarity, and structure. Okay, and millionaires don't grow in isolation. I said that before. If you want to become a millionaire, if you want a millionaire, follow someone who has made it to help you and to get it. That is why they say follow who know road, right? And this is what we get in our business. People who have followed this, they have applied through this path, they have succeeded at it, they have seen the pitfalls, they have seen what will make you fail, what will make you succeed, and they tell you to do it. Why don't you just do it? Okay, like Nike. That's why I think like Nike. Okay, how do you maximize? Of course, project activate, sponsor, recruit minimum of 2 people. I put weekly in brackets because some leaders, you know that your own is not monthly, it's weekly. But for the amateurs, the posers, the below skill level, your goal is to do at least 2. If your target is 2, they say a lot of people fail because they aim low and they hit. But our goal as skillful people, as professionals, is to aim high so that even if we miss, you can still attain something remarkable. Please just screenshot. My time is up. Okay, of course. Have you screenshots? You said the last slide. Have you screenshot? Do it fast. Of course. Or go back and watch the training, then you can screenshot. How do I maximize? Like I said, get on the project, activate. You don't hustle your way to millions. No, some people tell me that I'm a hustler, this and that. You don't hustle your way to millions. You build through systems, strategy, and a sustainable vision. You already have that here. Of course, this is the project, activate. I'll just skip that. I'll just skip this. You already have seen this. Okay. The project activate plan, right? Now, tools to actualize this project activate. You prospect. This is, if you are not skillful in this business, this is your goal. Prospect from your phone contacts, third-party recommendations, questionnaires. You will be able to hop on project activate while you build your skills. In our business, your earning is in the learning. So while you're learning, you can make your mistakes with this first one. Okay, you will still make something good. Okay, and of course, presenting. Sorry, let me just leave this. Presenting through big events, physical presentations, brand launches. You know, I always tell you what to do next after my trainings. This, you just have to follow this. If you say, oh, this English you're speaking, I don't know what to do, this is what you should do. Okay, even if you don't know how to, if you have friends, if you don't know how to invite, you don't know, get the video, the recorded videos, share it with people, do a 3-way call. Okay, and of course, lastly, duplication tools, using your SMO checklist. I always call people, where are you on your SMO checklist? You tell me that, oh, you've not, this has not happened, this and that. Where are you on your SMO checklist? Are you following the SMO checklist? Yesterday, before I slept, around 12 midnight, somebody sent me a voice note telling me thank you for making her say what she learned from QSJ and IPO and your first year in network marketing, that the first time she listened to it, she just did it aloof. She didn't know she was going to do a test. But when I asked her to send me what she learned, she had to go back and listen to it. And now she understands, she resonates with it. Okay, it will stay with her more. Do you understand? That is why we tell you to go through this. Okay, of course, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. Not tomorrow. What are you going to do today? With all that you have heard today, what are you going to do? Ambassador always shows us this picture. Do you see this? You're digging, or you are digging, you are getting there. And then because your neighbor got gold from Bitcoin, or from what are those other things that come and crash, all those things, you just say, oh, this one is not working. I've done home launch. I've done this and that is not working. Let me just try that one. No, just remain focused. Stay in your lane. Keep your eyes and faith on your goals. Just follow the system. See, there's no way you will follow SMO checklist and finish your SMO checklist and you don't activate. It's not possible. It's not possible. Just follow it religiously. This picture says a lot. Tell me what you learned from this picture as we round up. What can you see in this picture quickly? Can you hear me? What can you see in this picture? Can I be heard? Okay. I need your responses. What can you see in this picture? What can you see in this picture? Can you see it very well? Lack of focus. Okay, thank you, Mr. Basil. Lack of focus. Can you see the guy that left his lane and went to follow the nigger who got his own? Project Activate and Grow. He left. He was almost there already, and then he left it because somebody, impatience, distraction. Yes, impatience, distraction. That's just it. Okay. And I usually ask people, what do you see in your nearest future? What do you see with the activities that you're doing now, with your level of skill? What do you see? What do you think will be if success or failure is predictable? What do you see in your nearest future? Do you see yourself as a millionaire? Do you see yourself as a quitter? Do you see yourself as somebody who is on this end, like Ambassador Ronke? Do you see yourself like an Ambassador Ronke or any of the people that you follow? Okay. Do you see yourself as that? Or do you see yourself as a failure or as somebody that will keep doing the activities and not getting results? No. What you see determines what you see. That is why the Holy Book, God told Abraham, as far as your eyes can see. At the point where Abraham was, there was no reality. He had done so many things. There was no reality. He had promised him that he was going to be a father of nations. That didn't happen. But he still told him, as far as your eyes can see. Can you beat that? That's why I'm telling some of you today. There's something that God has shown you, but because you have done just small activities and you didn't get results, you're beginning to get discouraged. No, as far as your eyes can see, the promise is still there. Though it tarries, wait for it. Okay? And as I round up, the best way to predict your future is to create it. I'm just going to play this short video. Okay? And then we'll do an affirmation and I go, just give me another minute. Just give me another minute.
You are responsible for your life. And if you're sitting around waiting on somebody to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time because only you have the power to take responsibility to move your life forward. What matters is now, this moment, and your willingness to see this moment for what it is, accept it, forgive the past, take responsibility, and move forward. I came to realize that all the time I was praying to God, asking for God to do something, God was waiting on me.
God is waiting on you. I hope you heard that. God is waiting for you. He's waiting on you to grow to that level where he'll send you your leaders. Okay? He's waiting on you to take the decision, to take the next step, to do what you're supposed to do. He's waiting on you. God is waiting on you. Everything that you're asking him for is growth dependent, is skill dependent, is decision dependent. It is all up to you. He's just waiting on you. Okay, he's just waiting on you. You want to build residual income, he's waiting on you. And if you understand the power of residual income, you will break through a brick wall. You will do your personal development. You will build your skills. You will build your skills. You will grow yourself to get to that level. Okay, and as I close, just say this to yourself. Say this to yourself. This is what I say to myself. I am not hustling for cash. I am building a financial future. I will master the system. I will duplicate leadership. I will stay consistent long enough to collect my reward. I will not quit. I am not just a distributor. I am a millionaire in the making. So help me God. Whatever you do, tailor make your affirmations to fit your dreams, your goals. Okay? God bless you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ambassador, for giving me this opportunity. The announcements are as usual. For those of you in the East, Anambra and all of that, make sure you buy your tickets. Make sure you book for our evening events, all the activities in the offices. Go and do your activities. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Ambassador, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. All right. So people in the East, remember today is our last day for the early bird ticket. Okay. If you have not made your payment for that ticket, today is the last day. So for the early bird, so today is the 10th of July. So make your payment based on the account number posted in the group, okay? And inform your leader that you have made your payment. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ambassador, for giving us this privilege. I did not take it for granted.